Time for the most accurate forecast. I'm meteorologist Iris Hermosillo. We remain in the midst of this historic heat wave, and we just keep adding to the records. As of yesterday, we are at 15 days this year, not consecutive, but 15 days this year where highs have made it to 115 or hotter. That's a new record. The previous record was 14 days in a single year. That was set back in 2020. So we're going to keep adding to that count, potentially adding a couple more days just this week. And then, of course, we know that there's still plenty of summer to go. Plus, we keep adding to our count of 110 plus days. We are now at 28 days for that count as of yesterday. Today could be the 29th day, and then we could make it as far as 30, maybe 31 days here through the weekend. We are at 16 straight days with lows in the 90s, but remember that streak ended on Tuesday officially as those lows fell into the 80s after those storms moved in Wednesday night. Yesterday's low was also in the 80s, but it's likely we are going to see more lows in the 90s in the next few days as we see a little more cloud cover in the overnight hours too. Well, our excessive heat warning does remain in effect for the Phoenix metro area through tomorrow night now, but for much of central and southwest Arizona, that alert is in place through tonight. And for the Grand Canyon, that alert in place through Sunday. That heat advisory in the orange there to the east of the valley over some of that higher terrain, that's set to expire this evening too. High pressure working its way towards the Four Corners. As it does so, we're going to get better wind flow that could help guide monsoon storms off the mountains and into the valley. So our storm potential is going up. More moisture through the weekend too, so you can expect humidity will be a little bit higher. Those storm chances through the weekend for the valley climbing into that scattered range. Of course, the best chances overall will be along the rim in northern Arizona and in southeast Arizona too, but we've got a chance for winds, dust and thunderstorms in the valley too through the weekend, which could hopefully finally end this dry streak that we're also in. While we had storms in the valley Wednesday night, no rain at Sky Harbor officially, so our dry streak, it continues now in fourth place for the longest dry streak at 127 days. But hopefully, again, we break that here over the next few days. 115 for a high today in Phoenix. We make it to 118 out at Lake Havasu, 104 in Sedona, and hundreds in Payson, with Flagstaff topping out at 91. That excessive heat warning in place through Saturday. Highs at 115 or above with overnight lows in the 90s. But storm chances really ramp up this weekend and especially early next week. Highs are still at 110 or hotter through the weekend. On Sunday, 112, but then we're back down below 110 early next week.